Welcome back to our holiday shopping show. We are joined now with Tracy Orr from the Old Rockhouse Restaurant. Welcome. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you. Yeah, we're going to spotlight some of the food. I mean, there's no other reason for you to be here other than food, right? Because that's what you guys do.
That's what I do. Yep.
Now, I want to make a statement before we get started that you have a yearly outreach for people that cannot have Christmas.
Right. Well, what we've done in the past 2 years is it's really not just for the less fortunate as far as financially, or we've kind of invited the entire community.
Wow.
Everybody from all walks of life. And our idea was to kind of make it where maybe this guy who doesn't have a job meets someone who needs a worker.
Okay.
Or the elderly who just really don't have anybody. You know, there's some people that just are lonely.
Networking in there.
Right, they're lonely this time of year. And,
You bet.
And then, of course, those who are less fortunate in that maybe they've lost their job and they're just really not going to be able to give their children a Christmas.
How does one restaurant take that on?
Yeah, how do you do that? There's a moan there.
It's actually one restaurant, but we have a community that has pulled together the last 2 years, and we were able to feed over 500 people both years. We gave away over 800 toys. How we originally started was each child was going to get one gift, and every child left with 5 gifts.
Oh, really?
Because those donations came in, and those people just kept giving and kept giving. So I just kept getting more toys, and Santa's there, and some of the local businesses donated like desserts and different things like that. But we provide the actual meal.
Good.
So we're taking donations for that now.
How is it this year because of the economy? Has it changed a little?
It has, yes.
Okay.
It has. Donations are down right now. And I know we'll pull together and do it, but you start to wonder, is this going to come through this year? But with our community, I know that it can be done.
What date will you be doing
We do it on Christmas Eve.
Okay.
Yes.
So certainly you can bring by donations, monetary donations,
monetary,
or
toys,
or whatever.
Yeah, just whatever you think you want to bring.
And I mean, even that day, like you said, businesses help with desserts or whatever, then they can do it on Christmas Eve day.
They sure can.
Okay.
And anybody who wants to volunteer to help.
I'm sure you need people to serve and help with all that as well. And I don't know how you've seen them all, but evidently you do it.
Our staff has really been good both years that we've done it in donating their time as well. But we had last year probably about 65 volunteers.
Wow.
Wow, that's good.
And
That's
each
good.
one of them we used.
Now, how does that work? I mean, when do you open? Is it like at 11
We
or
open at 2.
at 2 o'clock?
And
Okay.
we have pretty much a line of people waiting at the door, and then we just kind of seat them as they come in, and the volunteer servers just go back to the kitchen. And,
Wow, that's fun.
We treat everyone who comes there to eat as if they were coming into our restaurant as a guest. They have desserts, they have coffee, tea,
Really?
and then after they eat, they don't have to leave. We have Christmas carols, we have Christmas music, we have desserts, we have people just kind of walking around visiting, and so it really is kind of like a holiday party. Some people will stay 4 or 5 hours and just visit.
When you come up with an idea like this and you've not initiated it, don't you think, wow, is this going to work, or is it going to be overwhelming? Or I mean, what was your take when it was finally over the first time you did
The
it?
first year, it was very overwhelming.
Yeah.
I had tons of volunteers, just amazing help. But then at the end of the night, I look up and there's 3 of us standing there, and we still have to clean up.
Oh, sure.
And everybody helped so much. But then when it was time to clean up, I don't think everyone realized
That was a part of the process.
Exactly. And so the second year, we made sure that when we took those volunteers, we said, we need you at this time.
At the end of
At
it.
the
Wow.
end, We told several, come whenever you can.
Right.
But then the others, we kind of made sure we had a solid group that was going to be there to clean up.
Right.
And we were home by 8 o'clock
Wow.
That's
that
Good,
night
good.
rather than 2 o'clock in the
Now,
morning.
can you have too many volunteers?
No, never.
Okay.
She was quick to
No,
answer that.
not at all. Not at all. You have to think about things, the small things, making sure coffee's made, making sure that everything is where it's supposed to be. There's always something for someone to do.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can't imagine the great feeling it gives you to be able to offer that and to do that for people.
It is. It's very humbling.
The gift of giving, and nothing says Christmas more than that.
And what really touched me both years was the amount of teenage volunteers that I had.
Wonderful.
Wow,
And what they learned and took from that. You know, some of them came to me after the event that night and said, you know, I want to make sure that I'm here next year.
Great.
And, you know, to see a 15-year-old or 13-year-old who typically is on their phone, or,
Exactly.
you know, for that to touch them, you know, that one thing was, you know, the best feeling. And a homeless man came in the first year, and we were able to find him a place to stay for the night, help pay for it, and he got a job, you know, that following
Wow.
week. So, I mean, those small,
good.
you know, those things that seem so small to some, I'm sure was a
Yeah.
big deal to him.
Well, we commend the old Rockhouse and you and your husband for
Well-
the inception of that idea and for carrying it through. So
We really appreciate the community and everybody that helps.
And that means
It's-
you out there
Yes,
need to help,
exactly.
and they can call you at the Old Rockhouse,
They
right?
can. They can call me at the Old Rockhouse. I'm there every day, Monday through Saturday. I usually get there about 9. We open at 11, but we're there hours before.
Right.
So
Sure.
741-8047.
Or just drop by and
Stop
talk.
by and talk
Yeah.
to me. Yeah.
now, if someone comes in to visit you for a meal, other than that meal, tell us about what you brought
What
here.
I brought
some of the things
today,
that you-
since it is the holiday time and some people diet,
Okay,
you know, people still want to
Sure.
go out to eat, but they want to have something that's
That's
maybe
very
not-
low
That's
carb.
exactly.
This right here, of course, our lettuce, we don't buy the bag stuff. We cut it fresh every day. Our vegetables, same thing. We cut those fresh every day. And this is a grilled chicken salad. You know, some people might say, well, it has cheese on it. Well, you can get it without the cheese.
You can get it on the
Yes,
side.
you can get the cheese on the side. Of course, it's our homemade ranch dressing. That's what tops it off. If you're going to order this, you've got to get the homemade ranch dressing with it. So,
And I mean, I want to say a generous chicken breast there. so
generous portion,
no
yes.
skimping there.
Yeah, that's about a 6 to 8 ounce chicken breast
Yes.
there. So, yeah. And this here is our famous smoked prime rib.
That looks wonderful.
Yes, this is one of my favorite, one of many people's favorites. I believe this is a 12 ounce. We hand cut that. So if you came in and you looked at our menu and said, well, there's only 9 or 12 ounces. If you want a 20 ounce prime rib, I'm going to cut it for you. So,
Awesome.
That's, you know, the smoked meats is a big thing with us. We smoke it ourselves there. You know,
And I know you have some specialized appetizers that you come up with. And,
We do, we
and
do.
Some of those would be the spinach artichoke dip. Dip is one of my favorites, I have to say.
that is one of my favorites. And our son, actually, 6-year-old little Carson, is the one who made us put that on the menu.
Is he
Well,
really?
yeah.
Well,
Yes,
good for
he-
Yay, Carson.
Yes, we would go to different places to eat, and spinach artichoke dip was his favorite thing. And he said, Mom, why don't we have this at the Rockhouse? And so we decided that was something we
Now, I
wanted
must
on the
say
menu.
that's quite intriguing that your 6-year-old would eat spinach in the first place, you know? So I think that's great.
Yeah.
It's a wonderful appetizer.
Well, we want to let people know that you don't just have steaks there. You have
No, you have
hamburgers.
Not
other
at all.
things too.
Yes, we have burgers. We have chicken sandwiches. Of course, we have the famous Rockhouse burger. We have catfish sandwiches. We have fried shrimp, pasta. We make our own pasta sauces. Our pastas are one of my favorite. Shrimp fettuccine is my favorite, all-time favorite. So yeah, we have everything. And something else I wanted to stress: children eat free at the Rockhouse.
Oh, really?
If you come in and you order a dinner entree, and say Ann has 2 boys and her and Richard come in to eat, if they order a dinner entree, say they order these 2 things, their kids are going to eat free off the kids' menu. And we're talking dessert, kids' meal, drink, the whole 9
I've got to
yards.
ask, why do you do that?
So that the parents don't have to order a burger. With the economic times being the way they are, a lot of times we'll see families come in, and these are people that have eaten there for years, and typically they would order a prime rib, but you know, with the financial times being the way they are,
Mm-hmm.
people are starting to order burgers or chicken sandwiches, or they're
Yeah.
splitting
Yeah,
things even.
right,
Right.
right.
And so we thought if we could come up with a way to feed the kids for free, then mom and dad could still
They could
have.
still
because we all
splurge a
know
little
how.
And that encourages them to be there
Yes,
as well.
yes.
So.
Right.
And our kids, will sometimes pick at their food, or we all know how children
Right.
eat.
Right, right.
And so parents tend to think that they're wasting their money
Right.
when they go out to eat if they have little
Right.
ones. And so if
And
it's
they
free,
may not come to a restaurant like this
Right.
because of that. They
Exactly.
may end up
Right.
at another fast food
right,
place.
right.
So I think
And
that's
if
something the community
if
definitely
it's
needs to be aware
free
of.
for the children, 12 and under, then the parents are more apt to treat themselves. And that's
Exactly.
what we want. So.
Excellent idea.
Wonderful.
Very good idea. Well, we just want to let people know that the holiday season is upon us, and what better time to, if you're out shopping, is to treat yourself to a good meal. And even though you're off the beaten path, don't forget about the Rockhouse, because they are available and they've always had great food.
We also cater.
Okay,
That's
Okay.
another
let's talk
thing, real
about that.
quick. We can cater anything from 10 to as big as you want it to get. The largest cater I've ever done was 800 people.
Wow.
Yeah. You've got about a 6-man team when you do something like that. But we know
Mm-hmm. You have the staff available.
Yes,
and,
we do.
They
And
just need to get with you early enough.
And I
so we
didn't
can
realize
order the
that.
food.
And,
Yes.
and so I think that's wonderful for the
we do lots of
community to know.
catering.
You're booking holiday parties now.
in-house parties. Yes, I still have some times and dates available, but they're booking fast.
Call and talk to Tracy.
Yeah, talk to me. But yeah, we cater. We have holiday parties that we're booking. We have a room that seats up to 45. That we can, if you have a large group like that, we can give you that little room, and it's private.
Okay.
And then we have the rest of the restaurant to.
Do you have lunch specials?
We do. That's kind of something we come up with each day.
Okay.
We don't have one particular thing that we do on each.
But you have a lunch menu.
Yes.
Right.
Well, our entire menu's open all day long.
Okay.
So
Okay.
you can order off the dinner menu at lunch or the lunch
Oh,
menu
good.
at dinner.
All
So
right.
That's
yeah.
good.
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
Well, we encourage people to come down and visit you.
We do.
Would be a
yeah.
good thing
Why
to
don't
do.
you,
Tell
they're
us-
on
tell us
Pine
where they're
Street,
located,
but
yeah.
go ahead.
416 South Pine, across from the junior high. Everybody knows where Harrison Junior High is. We're open Monday through Saturday, 11 in the morning till 9 at night.
And they're on that south side of town, which is
Yes.
really, really nice.
Yes, yes, it is. We're kind of off the beaten path, and I think sometimes people forget about us because we are,
Well,
Right.
when the Goblins moved to the new stadium, I think that probably took some of your
Yes.
business
Yes.
to that end of town.
Yeah,
So
I'm
we
sure
need to not forget that old Rockhouse is.
we're
It's
we're
on
there.
time.
We've been there for many years, and we plan to be there for many more.
Well, the good food's going to keep people coming back.
You
we
bet.
just we just need to get them in the habit of coming back. And the economy is in such a situation where, like you say, they're going to buy a $5 burger instead of
Right.
eating out and enjoying themselves. But I
They
went out.
make good burgers.
They sure do.
If that's what
They
you
sure
want to do. So.
Yeah,
Tracy-
and really, if you add it up as opposed to fast food, it's really about the same. It really is.
That's good.
Well,
and you
thank
walk
you.
away satisfied.
Yes,
You bet.
And it's real.
And it's real food. All right. Tracy, thanks a lot
Thank
for coming. I
you.
appreciate you
Thank you.
taking the time out to come in here. And we want to thank all the guests who've been on the show. But we're going to take a break. We've got a few minutes left
We're going
remaining
to come
in
back
this show.
and visit, I believe.
We're going to sit and relax and talk about Christmas and other things. All right?
All
Let's do
right.
that. Stick around.